Hey everyone, it's Abel. Okay, so today we're gonna go over this this skill right here. It's called Spell Disintegrator. Okay, we're gonna go over kind of what it does and its versatility and utilization. And this is the first skill that I've bought back with the new KVK pass, so we'll show you how to kind of navigate that a little bit, touch up on that. So go ahead, watch the intro, and we'll dive into this a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. Okay, so going over this skill real quick, I do have the stones. I have not pulled the trigger on awakening it yet because I do not have the purple. I don't have the purple crystals. Okay, when I get enough purple crystals to bring it back into effect, I will use these stone ability skills right here. I got 60 out of 60. Let's dive in a little bit of what it does, and I'll show you where I got it. So after the battle starts, every 3 seconds there's a 50% chance that 3 random enemy teams will take spell damage. Now it can be a max of 125%. And each damage can reduce the target's magical defense. It starts at 450 for 6 seconds, but it can go all the way up to 1500%. Okay, so this is huge. This is a little breakdown. Now, what does that mean for you? If you're a magic dealer and you're trying to push their defenses a little bit and you're just not breaking through, slap this skill on and you're going to be able to, you're going to bring, basically they're going to be crippled when it comes to magical attacks. The key kind of takeaways with this is obviously the staggering 1500% reduces the magical defense. Okay, that's just going to be huge, and it might have a low chance at 50% for happening, but it's every 3 seconds, so it's going to trigger. I mean, it's going to hit, and the magical defense is for 6 seconds. Okay, so you kind of get that magical reduce of the defense. You get that for twice as long as how often this triggers. So if it triggers once and then it doesn't trigger a second time, but then triggers a third time, you're gonna be stacking up these seconds of breaking them basically with their magical defense. Okay, and it is for 3 random enemies, so it's not targeted to a specific one, but I mean it's gonna hit an entire team, and if you have 3 or less people, it's gonna hit everyone. So this is a super good utility skill. You might not need it on your day-to-day PvP aspect, but again, you're gonna want to use this if you're trying to break them and you are a magic main damage dealer. Now, another key thing to notice is that there is no position limit. So even though it does recommend these immortals and they are your magic damage dealers, the ones that I do have, but you can put them on anyone. So let's go over here real quick. We'll go to my troops. See, I have Himiko on the back line. I use her as a main damage dealer as well over here with a double tank. So going into a double tank aspect, I have Himiko sitting here. She's sitting pretty. Well, if I know I'm not facing, like if I'm facing another double tank, I can switch this up and I can put Spell Disintegrator. I can put on my support immortal. I can put it on my my defense front line. I can even put it on my attack front line if I want to run Alex as a support person. Okay, so the no position limit is super huge, and what that does, it keeps your Himiko at full strength. With all her magic power, you're just boosting her like crazy and dropping bombs. You can keep all that, and then your defense person over here, Charles, you can get rid of one of these skills and you can put spell Disintegrator in there, and then it's still going to lower the magical defense of the opposing team. Okay, so you could definitely play around with it. It might not be a everyday skill you're going to keep on your team, but have it ready and slap it into your offense when you're trying to attack, or even your defense, and it actually might get you the tipping point of winning the battle. Now let's go over real quick where it is. So it is a KVK skill. Okay, so you can go over here, you can go to the shop, and it is in here. It's not in here for me because I've already wasted it. Let's see here, and I'm not gonna be able to get it again. So going into this, you can buy it here. You can buy it for cold silver, and you can get it here. So another place which I did is I used the ability to actually come over here. I went to the KVK Battle Pass and I used it right here. So the ability stone spell Disintegrator, I wasn't going to buy back from the shop because it takes 17, so it takes double the amount of cinder. So usually a skill right here is going to cost 16 a piece or 17 a piece. So it's a little less than half, because if you come back over here, you come to the shop and it costs 30 to buy back. It doesn't show up here because I do have the stones in my inventory, so you know that's just something I don't have. And I wasn't gonna do that, so I decided to I would like this skill in my lineup, so I spent the 50 bucks, got the battle pass all completed, and then I, instead of using way more cinder than I wanted, I just bought back this skill. And you can do this with all the other skills as well. You know, snipe's going to be another one that I'm probably going to want, but I'll get the wind rage first. So that's an overview of spell Disintegrator, and let's just kind of recap what's going on here. So again, I have the stones. I haven't pulled the trigger yet because I don't have the purple crystals, but you know, after the battle starts, every 3 seconds, there's a 50% chance that 3 random enemies will take spell damage. That's not the most important. Most important is that each target that is affected by that, their magical defense will be reduced by a staggering 1500% for 6 seconds. So it's going to last twice as long as it triggers. So you're going to be able to you can do this the whole battle whatsoever. It has no position limit, so even though it's recommended to go onto your magic immortals, keep in mind you could put it in your defense or your attack, or you can put it into your support immortals, and it will still do that reduced magical defense of the opposing team. Okay, so keep that in mind. And again, you can go ahead and get this skill in the shop of Frost. You can get in the shop over here. You can either buy it back over here. I did it the way of KVK Battle Pass, so that was for 50 bucks. That was the easy way for me to do it. Was you go ahead, you come over here, complete the battle pass, and for 50 bucks you can get the ability stones right here, and you get all 60 of them. So that's kind of a cheaper way in my mind, and that's what I used it for. But That's a spell Disintegrator, guys. I think it is a super cool skill to have. Again, maybe not a mainline skill all the time, but situational. You can put it in there if you're barely not making it or you want to play around for a little bit. Definitely put it on there and with your main magic dealer, that team, and you can see some definite changes with it. So y'all keep grinding out there, and I'll check y'all later.